Hey everybody, this is Country Echoes. Today I'll be showing you guys 5 reptile keeping tips and tricks. So I'm going to begin by showing you guys how I clean my reptiles tanks, and that's by using lemon juice. This is a really easy to find product that's all natural, 100% lemon juice, smells great, a natural deodorizer, and it cuts through hard water stains and cuts through the dirt and poop in your cages, and I'm going to show you guys how I use it. It's so much better than all the chemical stuff that they sell you at the pet stores that have a bunch of extra stuff in it that's not safe for your animals. So this lemon juice is really great. Alright guys, before I show you how to use a lemon juice to clean your reptiles terrariums, I'm going to show you the difference that it makes. So I just cleaned this left panel right here. Look how clear it is, dirt free, poop free, hard water stain free. Same with this panel. You can't really see it, but I cleaned this side and right there. So now I'm going to show you how I would clean a panel, this really gunky, dirty panel. So what I do is I get a paper towel, super easy, open up your lemon juice, and put a little bit of lemon juice on it. You don't have to use very much. And simply rub it down, and that has I guess some type of chemical in it. The lemon juice, it does a really great job of breaking down all the dirt. Softens it, makes it super easy to pick up, and you can scrub it down to really get it up, and the paper towel will pick up all the dirt. So go ahead and get another paper towel, get your sprayer, and simply spray off the lemon juice. And it's still going to look kind of dirty because I haven't cleaned off the inside yet. But let's go ahead and wipe this down. The water will take away all the lemon juice, and the lemon juice will leave your tank with a really, really great smell. So yeah, so I'm gonna cut to the next clip, and you'll see the end result. All right, guys, so you can tell already a major difference between the previous look of the tank, this tank window, compared to that one. But now you can barely tell the difference. They look both almost flawless, look really great. And lemon juice is just a really great deodorizer, really great cleaning product. It's super cheap, easy to get, safe for your animals, makes your tank smell good. And like if you have an animal poop and it smells bad, I would recommend kind of dousing the napkin that you're going to pick the poop up with lemon juice, and it'll leave a good scent in there and it won't get on your hands. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean this, but I won't show you that. We're going to go on to trick 2. Alright everybody, on to tip and trick number 2. So, I feel like I've never really been a huge fan of the way that drainage layers looked, visibly in the vivariums. You know what I mean? You see the pebbles, you see the gravel, you see the egg crate. It's just not very attractive. So what I've done is I have gone to an auto parts store, went to the detailing section, picked up some carbon fiber stickers. This is kind of what you would lace your steering wheel with, or the upholstery in your car, and make it look a little cooler. So what I did is I just wrapped it around the drainage layer part, the bottom portion of my biggest vivarium, and over here at my smaller gargoyle gecko vivarium, I just wrapped duct tape around the drainage layer. And it really makes your terrarium have a really sleek look. It's super cheap to do. All you have to have is duct tape, or if you want to go the extra mile, you can get some detailing stickers from an auto parts store. Looks really nice, super cheap to do. Did it with my crested geckos terrarium too. I'll show you this right up here. As you can see, I didn't get to cover up the entire thing, but I just don't think that egg crate and gravel and hydro balls and all those drainage layers look very good from this from a viewing angle. You want to be able to only see the natural setup, so I just cover up the drainage layer using a really cheap and easy tactic. Alright everybody, this next trick and tip has to deal with these small little deli cups that people use to feed their crested geckos, gargoyle geckos, leachionis, chahua, or to provide water for your leopard geckos or bearded dragons. It can be used for feed dishes. You can put insects in them, you can put Pangea in them, you can put water in them. They're really, really great products. And if you don't already have them, I'd recommend getting them. I'd be very surprised if you have a Rhactodactylus gecko and don't have some of these. So thing is, with these things, I used to just use them and then throw them away, you know, which got kind of wasteful. I was like, I wonder if there's a way for me to conserve these and continue to use them. So what I did is I would take them out of the cage. Hopefully they were almost empty because hopefully my gecko ate. Let them dry out for a day. They don't create very much smell. And what I do is I just put my finger in them and it kind of crusts up and it's super easy to clean out. And if there's any excess stuff that you can't get out, you can just use a paper towel or a damp paper towel to clean out and it's almost good as new. Nice and clean, ready to be used again. Same with these. These are a little newer, so they're a little more difficult to peel away. But as you can see, these can be reused, and I would recommend wiping them out and wiping them down with some water to really clean them out, but they can be used again. Will still be sanitary. So yeah, usually my Leachianus clears out his thing every night, every time I feed him, so I don't have to worry about cleaning his thing out very much. But it's super easy. Just use your thumb to press it and get around. Sometimes it comes off into a perfect disc shape, but those were a little more moist, so yeah, that's kind of why those were difficult to get out. So yeah, and so just do that so you're not wasteful and you conserve some plastics and you don't have to put all that plastic in the trash can, which we all know, we've all heard plastic takes a really long time to disintegrate. So I just recommend doing that. As you can tell, they need a little bit more wiping down, but otherwise a lot cleaner than they were before and still can be used again. Alright guys, my next tip of advice is to go ahead, go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, go to wherever you pick up your garden supplies and pick up a pump action sprayer. I can't tell you how much of an improvement this has made in my reptile keeping life. I used to have a really dinky, crappy little Zoom Ed thing that broke all the time, had a really short sprayer portion, so it made it really difficult to get into top opening cages, which is what I had at the time. Just not a very convenient product, didn't hold very much water, and broke. I probably had 2 of them that I went through that just broke. So I was like, I'm tired of this. You see people who do lawn care have these really nice sprayers, and I was like, I bet that would be awesome for reptile keeping. So I went over to Lowe's, found the cheapest sprayer I could find. They were made out of really strong plastics. They come in, there's several different sizes. I think this is the gallon version. I'm not sure if it says it there. 2 gallons. 2 gallons. So this definitely can get me through a week and a half of spraying, even 2 weeks. Unless I do something special, it might only last me 1 week. But just really great. It has a nice locking mechanism, so you can spray and lock. I'm not going to spray it on the carpet. You can adjust the spray, so you can get a fine bead or you can get more of a mist, which is depends on what you want to do. If you want to fill up water dishes, you can do a fine bead and fill up the water dish. If you want to just spray down your tank, you change it to mist. And all you got to do is pump it up, give it a few good pumps, and then you're ready to go. It's really strong spray. Does a really wonderful job, and it helps me keep the humidity and keep my animals moist. So yeah. And 2 gallons is probably a little excessive for most people who only have a couple of animals. I would just stick with 1 gallon. But a really, really great product. Don't use those little silly, little tiny sprayers. They break and they don't hold any water. And if you have more than 2 animals, especially if you have some rainforest or tropical animals, it's necessary that you get something that you can really wet them down with. Okay guys, my 5th and final trick and tip involves the exciting world of feeder insects. So if you have any insectivorous animal like a leopard gecko, bearded dragon, etc., any of those things, even Rhactodactylus geckos if you like to provide crickets as a snack. There's several different ways you can house a crested gecko. A cricket, not a crested gecko. And it's important that you keep your crickets healthy and that you provide them food, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about I think my favorite way to house crickets. Very affordable, and it's this little, what fishermen use, what I use when I go fishing to hold crickets, is this little wire thing with the always open top, but it has this little sliding cylindrical tube that keeps the crickets that are going to go back in there. They're not the best made, but they definitely get the job done. That was awkward. And that keeps, that you'd be surprised, none of them have ever gotten out. They can't get out. All you do is you buy your crickets and you put them in this hole. Makes it super easy for you to reach down, grab one, or use your tweezers. If you don't want to touch the cricket, reach down, pluck one out, pull it out, go feed your happy gecko a cricket. And probably one of my favorite features to this is that there's no smell. There's a lot of air movement, obviously, because it's a screen cage. So you're not going to have to worry about a bunch of nasty cricket smells getting trapped up in a small container, which is something that I used to do. I used to keep them in a cricket keeper where there was very little ventilation and it stank horribly. So this doesn't have any problem with smell. You can keep a bunch of crickets in here. You can drop their food down in there. I usually feed carrots, apples, lettuce, whatever they like everything just about. But go to your local bait shop, or you can probably find them at Walmart if it has like a small outdoor section. Surely you can find one of these. I don't remember the pricing, but I can't imagine it being more than $10. So should be a very affordable product. Great ventilation, easy to get your crickets out of too, which is probably the most important part. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up my video on reptile keeping tips and tricks. I hope you guys enjoyed this. These are all super simple tricks that don't require too much thought, which means that you guys should, if you need to, carry out and use these tips and tricks as you please. Hope you guys have a great day and Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. This is Country Echoes. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.